Hey, it's Hello Kitty Stare. Good to see y'all again, and I'm back with another review and a kind of a little comparison. And what I'm going to be reviewing is the Maybelline by Eyestudio Color Tattoo Cream Eyeshadow. And I have two of these. The first one I have is this purple one called Painted Purple. And then I have this one called Edgy Emerald. And I was curious about these, so I thought I'll go ahead and try them, and I've been kind of playing with them for a while. And they're basically an eye base, I would say. They do last a long time. I tried to look up on Maybelline's website to see what they had to say about it, but I didn't even find the product on there. I don't know, it's because it's so new. They haven't updated their website. But so yeah, I tried to look up to see what they had to say about it, and I really couldn't find it. So I'll go ahead and just kind of review it a little bit and do swatches. So the first one is Painted Purple, and I've used it already. You can see right there, pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it on my hand. And it is a creamy formula. See on my finger. And I'll go ahead and swatch it right there. And as you can see, like, it's kind of patchy, and I noticed that too. I have it on today. I used it as an eye base, and then I applied Omen from Urban Decay on top, and I used Naked in the crease and Virgin on the brow bone, and I have a little bit underneath my eye, and that's what I have on. And I used it as an eye base, and it goes on creamy, and as I feel it right now, it kind of starts drying, and the color really isn't that great. So we'll go ahead and swatch the other one, and then I have this one in Edgy Emerald, I think it's called. Yes, and that's what it looks like. And I used this the other day too as an eye base for my shadows, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch it right there. This one is really pretty. So these are the swatches, and they don't look too hot, honestly, on my hand. How I use these is I applied them with a synthetic brush and kind of applied the color and blended it up a little bit. And even when you apply it with a brush, when you load it on there, it's still kind of not as opaque as I would like it to be. And they do last a long time, but they don't last 24 hours. At least for me, they didn't. I would say maybe about 16, 18 hours. And they started fading. And what I mean by fading is the color wasn't disappearing. The color was actually getting lighter. Like it was actually turning a pastel color almost. Like kind of odd. And it made my eyeshadows turn pastel-like. So I started off with the purple and ended up with a pale lavender color. I started off with the green and I ended up with a pale minty green color, and it was kind of starting already to disappear a little bit. And unfortunately, these do crease. So yeah, that's definitely a con for me. They do crease even after a few hours, couple hours of wearing them. Eye bases are one of those things that are really hard to find that don't crease. I like the texture. It is dry, and as you can see, when you go to try to rub them, it does rub off a little bit, but not too bad. So, yeah, I would say they're okay as eye bases. As eyeshadows alone, they're not opaque enough, for me at least, to use as an eyeshadow alone. They definitely do work decent as eye bases. They're not as greasy as the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. But to me, they're not as great as the MAC paint pots. I think MAC paint pots are really good. You know, they don't really crease, and this kind of also, the texture of it reminds me of a gel eyeliner. So you probably could use these as eyeliners, but I honestly don't think they're going to be opaque enough. I would like to see these definitely more opaque, that's for sure. So some pros of it, I would say, are they work as an eye base really well because of the tacky finish it has. It definitely grabs onto eyeshadow. Whereas, say, these infallible eyeshadows from L'Oreal, they're not tacky enough to use as eye bases, in my opinion. I've tried it, and they don't really grab onto the shadow. These in itself are opaque enough to use as a actual shadow, and they feel like an eyeshadow when you put them on. These are more eye bases. So the pros are, yeah, it does last a long time. The color is magnified when you add a shadow onto it, but not alone. The cons are they do crease. They're not opaque enough, in my opinion, to wear on their own. And they just start fading. They start looking kind of light, really, really light after a while. So would I purchase these again? I'm not sure. I would say I might have a few colors and kind of keep them around and, you know, kind of continue to use them. I would say, yeah, I might buy maybe a darker color here just to kind of have as an eye base, but I think they do work a little bit better than the NYX Jumbo eye pencils because they're not as greasy as they are. They are definitely more drying, and so they don't move around as much as, say, the NYX Jumbo eye pencils. So yeah, I think they actually do make really decent bases, honestly. But as far as the color goes, I'm not happy with the way they look. I'm not happy with the staying power of them, and not happy that they crease. So I most likely probably won't purchase any more of these colors. I might purchase a darker one just to try it underneath a dark shadow, but would I probably keep purchasing these? Probably not, because they're not really impressive to me, honestly. So yeah, that's my review on them. They're not a bad product. They are, you know, if you're crazy about eye bases, these probably would be okay for you. But yeah, so that's my review on it, my little quick short review, and I guess I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all go ahead and have a great day. Take care. Bye.